Come gather round, people, wherever you roam, and admit that the waters around you have grown, and accept it that soon you'll be drenched to the bone. If your time to you is worth saving, then you better start swimming or you'll sink like a stone, or the times they are a-changing.
On this day, April 22nd, 1970, activists across the country gathered to hold soul-searching discussions about environmental issues. This first Earth Day was a hit. 35,000 speakers, 20 million participants, attending over 12,000 events across the country. Most of the major environmental regulations and organizations we know today, the Environmental Protection Agency, the Clean Air and Clean Water Acts, the Environmental Defense Fund, and the Sierra Fund, grew out of that inspirational day in the spring of 1970. My commitment to fight for the environment was awakened that day. I was at that first Earth Day march in San Francisco. I was released in the Bay Area, and my family loved to hike and camp in the Sierra. I remember my parents driving me and a friend to Earth Day in San Francisco and dropping us off. There we were, surrounded by brilliant and visionary young leaders vowing to protect our Mother Earth. I was inspired and in my element. I turned 13 2 days later. The 50th anniversary of Earth Day is its golden anniversary. Gold, a loaded word in California, where the heavy footprint of the gold rush shaped our landscapes and our peoples from the Sierra to the sea. Gold, so ironic, a movement that I joined that spring day so long ago has led me to work to restore the Sierra Nevada, ground zero of the 19th century gold rush, as CEO of the Sierra Fund. Our publication on this subject, Mining's Toxic Legacy, released in 2008, was the first to look and really see what happened to the rivers, the meadows, the forests, the animals and fish, the First Nations people who had been stewarding this land for thousands of years before contact with Europe nearly annihilated them. It outlined an action agenda that has inspired and energized our work to restore this place, to restore our ecosystems and our communities. Over the next 15 weeks, the Sierra Fund will make weekly presentations focusing on each element of our strategic approach to restoring our Sierra Nevada. Each week, we will tell our story of how we ensure that as we invest in the region in things like research, education, stewardship, advocacy, we see a measurable increase in resilience. We will show you the meadows, forests, trails, and people that we are working with, from cowboys to Indians, from fish biologists to mining engineers. Here is a list of the delightful presentations that we have planned for you over the next couple of months. After each presentation, we will host a 45-minute lunch talk for folks that have joined the Zoom, an opportunity to ask questions, challenge information, or generally get to know each other's work a little better. COVID-19 virus has brought change to the environmental movement, but it is not the first big challenge that we have faced together. When I started working in this movement, there were no computers, no copy machines, or for that matter, wages. And yet, we have been able to build a movement in the face of presidents and governors that didn't believe in environmental regulation or science. The time has come to talk about change. Over the last 50 years, we have won many battles, and yet sometimes our goals seem further away than ever. In this time of reflection, let's talk together in the original spirit of Earth Day, hold soul-searching discussions about environmental issues, and think together about how to use this time to pivot towards a more resilient future for the Sierra. The Sierra Fund is ready. Join us. And happy golden anniversary, Earth Day.
Oh, the times they are a-changing.